Hello, everyone. Welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie,
And I'm Jack.
and we're better,
Yes, we're better.
and we're here,
We're feeling better.
and
Our energy is much better.
it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
But your taste and smell's not back yet.
My taste and smell's not back yet, but you know what? That's okay. I feel probably as close to normal as I have since we got sick.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing. But anyway, when you come in, say hi, let us know you're here, tell us where you're watching from. And yeah. Well, hey there, we've got Wolf's Den and we've got Mandy. Glad you're here. So how's everybody's
Kentucky
week
Faith
going?
Haven.
Hey, Carol.
Wolf's Den, Bushcraft Survival.
Carol, you text me anytime.
Look, there's Ivy Acres.
Well, hi, stranger.
Yep.
So Ivy Acres, okay, that's Emily, and her husband's name is Travis, and her husband,
Half pace.
what do you call what is that you call it? Just a gutter installer guy?
He has a gutter business where he installs gutters.
He installs gutters. And anyway, so he is currently putting gutters on our house. I mean, not at this moment, but he came out today and we got to meet him.
Yeah.
Super nice
Yep.
guy.
Yep.
So yeah, so that was pretty cool.
I probably kept him from doing most of his work. We talked. I mean, I helped him a lot today, but we talked and stuff.
Ah, good. Well, I'm glad he enjoyed the snack. I know it wasn't very much, but yes, I feel much better. I'm definitely not
Hello from
sick anymore.
Tennessee.
Just like my energy's not 100%, but
Who we got here? Hey
but today I have
guys.
felt great.
Yep, glad you're doing better. Hi from Texas.
Good. Who else we got? Well, there's Green Gables. Hello,
He
Diana.
said he enjoyed it.
Good. Good.
No, I enjoyed it.
Oh, so Emily ate it, huh? Yeah, we had for dinner tonight. We had Low Country Boil, which is shrimp and corn and smoked sausage and potatoes.
Yeah.
And it's a great one pot meal, and we don't have it very often because shrimp is involved, and shrimp is a pricier meat, but it's a nice treat, and shrimp is good for you. It's good to have it. It's good to have fish.
He said he's a
omega-3s.
rainwater convenience technician.
Okay, awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So just to kind of give y'all a little backstory, we had to have a new roof put on. Was it last year we had it put on? Yeah, last year, because we had storm damage to the original roof, and so we had to get a new roof put on, and we opted for a metal roof. Well, when the guy put the metal roof on, he goes, "You're going to need bigger gutters." He said the gutters that you have are not going to be able to handle the runoff when it rains. Well,
Hey, there's somebody from Alvaton saying hi.
Well, hi there from Alvaton.
That's my sister. Y'all say hi to my sister Glenda.
But yeah, so every time we get a good rain, it spills over the side of the gutters.
Yep.
And so we were like, well, I guess it's time that we get some bigger gutters. Well, around the time that we decided we were going to do that, we went to the Heartland Homestead Old Fashioned Picnic, where we met Emily. We also met her brother and sister-in-law, and we got to talking with
parents.
Emily. Oh, and her parents, yes, and the kids, all the kids.
Is that Money Pit?
Money Pit
Money
Homestead.
Pit Homestead.
And it turns out Emily's husband puts gutters on houses, and we're like,
We need those.
how far will he drive?
We need those.
Yeah,
And we'd rather have somebody like them.
Yeah.
We'd rather than somebody we don't know.
Right. So anyway, so that was pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Well, hey Jennifer, how are you doing? There's Joy Blessed Live. Glad you're here. Appalachian American Homestead.
A few other people were asking
Hey,
how
Wendy.
we're feeling, and we're feeling much better.
Yes, much better. Like I said, this is probably the most normal we have felt. Got up this morning, got my shower. I actually blew my hair dry, put on makeup. I haven't done that in a month. So.
And if you watched last week's live, isn't she much more chatty.
Let me tell you, do
smiling.
you know, I had a few people actually message me and say, I just saw your live. You should have gone to bed. I hope you're okay.
Actually, you were in bed and got up for the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, but it was nice though, because if you missed last week's live, I won't tell you what he gave me, but he asked me to get up and join him because he had something that he wanted to give me and he wanted to do it live because it was relevant to our channel, and it was a very sweet gift and I love it. So if you don't know what we're talking about, you'll have to go back and watch last week's live.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm telling you, I am so thankful that neither one of us got, we didn't get the respiratory issues that a lot of people
neither one of
get.
us, it affected our breathing or anything like that.
It was mostly cold. It
was mostly like a bad head cold.
Yeah, cold.
Bad
I
head
felt
cold,
more fluish,
just
but
no energy to do anything.
no
you just felt
energy,
tired.
yeah.
So
well, yeah, and just felt just bad. But But anyway, but we're very thankful. I will tell you all that if you are not taking zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D3, I really feel like that helped us immensely. Also, eating well, getting plenty of rest, and doing your homemade homeopathic elderberry syrup, your fire cider. I really feel like all of that helped us.
Yeah. You never know, but we were taking that stuff, so it probably did help us.
I think it did.
I really only felt bad 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it took me a little longer to kick it, but...
well, I felt tired for a week, but I only actually, I guess, had any kind of sick symptoms for
and plus,
a couple days.
Everything that we were doing are also good to prevent flu and cold.
Yeah, it's just an immune booster.
And we're in that season, so if you're not already doing those things, then go ahead and do those things.
Well, it's also, the fall is one of my favorite times of the year.
Oh, goodness.
But also when the leaves all fall off the trees and start kind of moldy and mildewy, I have terrible allergies in the fall. Fall is spring too, when everything blooms and the grass starts growing and the pollen's on the trees, but fall is just as bad. And so, now I just have allergies, and I've got kind of the Mucinex coughing up stuff, so, but that's pretty much
Thank you, Archer Man.
8 out of 12 months per year for me. So
hey, Patty.
I'm back to that, which is normal for me.
So your sister wants to know about fire cider. Let me go get it.
Okay, she'll do a show and tell real quick.
Show and tell.
And she also has something else that she wants to show here in just a moment.
Yes.
I'm not quite even sure what she's got. I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what it is in a second. Okay.
So fire cider.
Yeah, it doesn't look scary now that I've got it bottled. But fire cider, it can be made several different ways, but I think there are some of the same basic components. But what I did was in a half gallon size jar, we did, there was ginger, onions, lemons, jalapenos, some herbs.
Was there some apple cider vinegar?
Wait a minute, I haven't got to that part yet.
Well.
Anyway, lots of spicy, pungent, good for you things. And then you cover it with raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And then you let that brew for about at least 4 weeks. You can actually do it longer than that. And
just let it sit and do its thing.
Yes. And then after 4 weeks or however long you decide to let it steep.
No, she didn't do a video on the fire cider.
No, because this was my first time making it.
She wanted to make sure it...
Actually, it is in our day in the life video, but I don't explain what I'm putting in there. I don't share a recipe. But there are millions of recipes on Pinterest. I know Off Grid with Doug and Stacy has a good one. Several channels have good ones. Anyway, so I drained off the solids. Oh, garlic. Lots and lots of garlic cloves. And then you sweeten it to taste with honey, raw honey. And then, as a preventative, you take 1 tablespoon per day. If you do get sick, you take it a couple of tablespoons a few times throughout the day until your symptoms subside. Thankfully, COVID took my taste, so I can drink this no problem.
There's VW.
And
Burns the stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very warming. Even though I can't taste anything, I feel the heat going down.
It tastes a lot like apple cider vinegar, but hot and spicy.
Yes.
So imagine a really hot, spicy apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
That's what it tastes like to me.
No, I do not have my taste back. I can pick up sweetness and I can pick up some saltiness, but it's very, very dull. Like I said, I can drink this apple cider vinegar, fire cider, and not taste it, except I can sense the heat, and that's it.
All you take's a spoonful a day.
Yes.
And
well, I get the little NyQuil cups and just fill it halfway.
It kind of burns. It kind of burns going down.
Burns going all the way down, yes.
It's potent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everything that you just said that's in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people do put horseradish in it.
Some people said they take it and it actually kind of gets rid of their
acid reflux.
Heartburn. Yeah, acid reflux. Yeah, so might be good for that too.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. So the other thing that
Lane, I guess. What? Lane lost his smell a few days ago. Lost his taste today.
Oh dear. So is he still feeling bad? Because I know in y'all's video when y'all went and got tested, he wasn't feeling well, but then Ben was the one that tested positive. So, where did I get the bottles? Ordered these off of Amazon. Actually, did I order these? No, somebody ordered these for me. Somebody sent me these as a gift.
They sent you those because you were making kombucha.
Yes, and I actually...
And that's what we've been bottling the kombucha with.
Yes. But yeah, but you can buy these from Amazon. But then I did buy some from Josh and Leslie over at JG Forge.
JJL.
JJL Forge.
Yes.
That's what I said. Yes.
JJL Forge. He's a blacksmith.
Yes, but they had a bunch of the amber colored ones that they weren't using, and so I got those from them. Actually, they sent them to me, and I just paid for shipping. That's what it was. Okay, so another thing that I got these for a couple of reasons. One, because it's good for you. Two, it's good for chickens. And I got it for both of us.
Good for chickens.
Yes. Sprouting lids. I'm really excited to do this. So I had actually made sprouting lids with the cross-stitch plastic mat things, and that works fine, except the rings would rust.
So how does it work?
All right, so what you do, and I got the ones for the wide mouth jars just so that way the sprouts would be easier to take out. But you put a couple of tablespoons of seeds that you want to sprout for eating. And I want to do them for the chickens, and I also want to do them for us. So you do a couple of tablespoons of seeds. You get the seeds, you put this on, and then you rinse your seeds really well. Then you drain it by putting them like this for about 15 minutes to get as much moisture out as you can. And then you leave it on its side, but you rinse it, I think twice a day for like, I don't remember how many days. Then what happens is your seeds will sprout, and that has more nutrition than
Do you leave it outside where the sun can?
No, you don't. Seeds do not need sunshine to sprout.
Okay.
So anyway,
Now you
but I got a really good deal on these. There's 6 of these. There's wait a minute. There's supposed to be 6 of these. How many
You
are
got
there?
one right here.
Okay, good. Yes.
You got one on the jar.
There's 3 yellow ones.
We got different colors.
And 3 green ones. Anyway, 6 of them I got them for like $10 off of Amazon.
That's expensive.
What? For 6? No. That's just a little over $1 a piece.
Oh, I forgot. to tell you, in the back of my Jeep, I got a whole box of canning lids for you from church.
Libby.
Yep. She brought those for you.
Sweet. I mean, like, can y'all believe that he kept canning lids for me?
Yep.
No, she did. She had messaged me.
I know.
Well, no. See,
there's been a lot going on.
Here's
been working on gutters all day.
Here, listen. Okay, so what happened was, on my personal Facebook page a couple of weeks ago, I found this meme that I thought was really funny. It says, "I'm looking for." How did it go? I'll have to find it for you and tell you what it said, because I will mess it up if I try to do it from memory.
Should I go get them before I forget about it?
No. But anyway, so hang on. I'm going to pull up my personal Facebook. Okay.
I'm not going to get them.
Okay, I was about to say, where are you going? All right, let me see if I can find it really quick. Okay. It says, looking for a married man recently cheated on, mad and scorned, who is willing to sell all of his wife's canning supplies for cheap or nothing, right? And then my comment was no judgment here. So anyway, so I put that as a joke, but then one of my Facebook friends, who's actually an old family friend, she said, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "Lids, all the lids." And she said, "I'll see what I can find and you can have them. Are you still canning?" Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So anyway, her granddaughters have been attending our church, and so she sent me a message and said that she will find as many as she can and that she would send them.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And you stayed home one more week just to make sure.
Yes.
But I went to church and
Hey, Mike.
with our daughter and came home with a box of lids.
Yeah, and he forgot about them, and here it is.
No, they're here.
Monday night.
They're here. They're in the vehicle.
And he forgot to tell me. So that's awesome. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully they're not used. And I can
hi
use
Max.
them.
How are y'all?
That's awesome. Well, hey Max, I saw that you guys got to visit somebody.
Lid score.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Hey Mary Elizabeth.
And Southern Blast. Hope Patty's doing well.
Yes. Are the kids? Yes, the kids are still doing okay. Parker did complain of some symptoms, but he didn't get sick.
He's never. Yeah, he hadn't got sick, but he has complained. What is that?
A ladybug.
A ladybug in my
Yes,
hair?
it got warm today, and so, well, I don't know if that's a ladybug or if it's just one
that's
of those.
one of those Japanese beetles. Oh, sorry, I was gonna
See,
take it out.
but they get in through our
But we have French doors that
Yeah.
go out on our back deck. And where the French doors meet, right in the middle, I think they come through the crack because it's just.
Yeah, we need to get.
I mean,
we need to seal it or something.
It's pretty sealed. I mean, there's not a draft, but I guess it's still big enough for those little boogers to get through.
Yeah.
They're such a nuisance. On a warm day, they appear everywhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Love them in the greenhouse. Aphid killers. Yeah, we like.
Yeah, they do
aphids.
serve a purpose. They just don't need to be in the house.
Right. Let's see. Hey, is it Tasman? Tasman. Let's see. I might get retested as it is a symptom of COVID. Also, it's been 3 days. Imodium has had no effect. Yeah, it is. It is a symptom. He struggled with that.
What?
With the stomach issues with COVID. I didn't have that. I had more of
So I knew I was getting sick. I knew I had been exposed at work. A guy in my office come down with it. About 3 days later, I started feeling bad. I was like, oh man. So I went to my doctor and he tested me and he said, yep, you've got it. And he said, just the main thing is breathing. If your breathing gets bad, you call me immediately or just go straight to the ER. He said, yeah, you can take Tylenol for the fever and you can handle the diarrhea and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, I don't have that. What's he talking about? And he's like, you can handle that. That's the breathing. And I was like, okay, I don't have any of that other stuff either. Well, the next day I did.
Yeah.
The next day I did, and it lasted a couple days.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
So evidently the doctor knew what I was getting ready to experience.
Yep. Hey, Valerie from Northeast Texas and Narrow Way. Glad y'all are here. So yeah, I'm gonna be sprouting for the chickens, mostly through the winter time, so they can have fresh greens. And of course for us to add to salads and things like that. I've got a bunch of like broccoli seeds.
So is this going to be our version of fodder?
Our version of fodder, sure, yes. Yeah.
For the chickens?
Speaking of chickens, we've been getting about an egg a day. And
sometimes 2.
Today we got 2 eggs.
Yeah.
This morning and a couple of days ago, the 1 or 2 of the hens laid what looked like a regular sized egg. And I'm like, oh yay, they're finally...
Because they're starting off small.
Right,
They're smaller size eggs.
When they first start laying, they usually lay small eggs. And so then we're like, ooh, they're starting to get bigger. Yeah. But then I go to crack it and they're double yolks, but the yolks are really small. So, but I will say Saturday, I got up and I made some pancakes from scratch and used some of our chicken eggs and felt so blessed to see. I mean, the pancake batter was so golden because of the orange yolks from our yard birds, and it was just awesome.
So Mike at Wilderness Survival Simplified
says,
don't talk about the fodder, feeding my chickens for $10 a month.
Yes.
Yeah, so, he's got his fodder. He's growing his own, and chickens love it.
Yeah.
And it cuts down on expense of buying feed and that stuff. So it's definitely a money saver.
Yeah. Hampy hates sprouts. I like them. I mean, I don't love them. I
love alfalfa sprouts.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Huh.
I really like them.
I'll have to get some alfalfa then. I like sunflower sprouts.
My sister says they got 5 eggs for them today. Awesome.
Yeah. Of course, their chickens are mature. Ours are just starting to
Ours
lay.
are just now getting old enough to start laying, and they got experienced chickens.
Yeah. Let's see. Watching you while dealing with garlic chive seed collection. Very good.
Done microgreens.
Garlic chives. I actually, where was I? I think I got them. I think I picked them up either at Rural King or TSC about a month or so ago. And they had some garlic chive seeds, so I did get some of those.
Where was it? I saw garbanzo bean sprouts are good.
Huh.
I don't know if I've had those.
I haven't. We have not done microgreens. I've sprouted before, but I've not done microgreens. I did try to attempt it one time, but my seeds died. Let's see. So you get seeds where? Like from the garden section? Yes. Yeah, like at Roll King or TSC, like when they have the, those little kiosk stands in the middle of the aisle.
Is that where you get them? We order most of our seeds.
Yeah, that's where we get most of our seeds from in my gardener, but I'm talking about where I got the garlic chives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Lone Star Pioneering.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Let's see. We were never tested, but hubby got sick last December, January from an international contractor he worked for. I got sick January, February, had many symptoms, a horrible cough. See, we thought we had gotten sick once all of this came out, and we were like, well, dang, that sounds like what we had earlier this year.
I looked back, and it was in February.
February, okay.
One of us was sick one week. The next week, the other one was in bed sick all week. And we kind of had some upper respiratory issues and feeling bad. And it was like, and we didn't know what we had. And so that's what we thought we had or assumed we had.
Right.
And maybe we did.
Right.
And
well, that's the thing is they say that it's a lot like the
8 months
flu.
later, maybe we get it again. I don't know.
Well, they say it's a lot like the flu in that it mutates. And so it is possible to get it more than once.
And nobody really knows once you get it how long your immune system or antibodies will work. Are you good for a couple of months? Are you good for a year or more? You know, we really don't know.
We don't know.
And the doctors don't know.
This is a bioengineered virus. So
yeah, so
we're still learning a lot about it.
So now that it's out doing its thing and it's mutating, it's going to eventually, hopefully, get to where people can handle it and process it. And then, you know, today they announced vaccines are about ready now and we're doing really well. So who knows? Who knows?
Anonymous is cool says broccoli sprouts are excellent for ulcers. Really? I'll have to, well, I had actually ordered some seeds that M.I. Gardner had packaged for microgreens. The packages are larger. And so I do have cabbage and I have broccoli. And then I've got tons of seeds, so we'll just have to try them and see what we like best. But my thinking was we would add it to salads. You can top soups with it. I mean, put it on nachos. Pretty much, I think how you would treat shredded lettuce. And then it would just give us extra nutrition through the winter. While I do have lettuce planted in our fall garden. I had some kale planted and they had come up, but when I was at my sickest is when we had a freeze, and so I didn't get my cover over the garden, and so some of my radishes, the tops got frozen, and the little kale sprouts died. But the pea sprouts actually hung in there, and the lettuce still looks really good.
So I think
and the spinach.
You said you're going to go back and replant the radishes.
I'm going to replant. It's supposed to be warm. We are supposed to get rain tomorrow sometime.
Hey, Southern Boy Prepper, thank you for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate that.
But
the more the merrier.
We've cleaned out some of the beds. I need to loosen the soil and do some amendments, but I'm going to try to get another bed. It may be too late, but I don't care. I'm going to try anyway. I really feel like with things being so uncertain, the more we can do for ourselves, the better off we'll be. So I'm going to just go ahead and plan as much as I can and hope for the best.
And that's why we, you know, with the sickness going on, that was one thing. We had already hopefully had been preparing, boosting our immune system.
Right.
And, you know, at our homestead, our little place that we have here.
Shakima, do it.
We actually try our best to, well, we're big believers in being prepared. And so we have been trying to prep our pantry, trying to stock up. You bought, did you talk about what you got yet? Your chicken and stuff that you were going to do? So we got some extra chicken that we're going to try to can and put in our pantry. We've still got that whole bottle of fire cider.
No, we've got 3.
We got 3 of those?
2 or 3.
That's going to last a long time. And our next big purchase we've been talking about. I mean, besides gutters, that's our big purchase.
Yeah.
But
it's a necessity, though.
But we got to have those. You know, that's just taking care of the place. But a big purchase that we think would be very beneficial to us is we want a generator.
Well, I think it's a need as well.
It's not a we've got to have one, but it's very important that we have one.
Yeah, especially since we have our deep freeze. We don't want to lose anything. But yeah, so he was talking about the chicken. I went and got groceries on Saturday, and I did film a grocery haul. I just haven't gotten it edited and uploaded yet. But while I was sitting in the Walmart pickup line, I was going through my emails, and I had gotten an email from GFS. And if you're not familiar with what GFS is, it is like a Sam's Club, but you don't have to have a membership. And so it was the weekly ad, and they were advertising that they had 10-pound bags of boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $9.99. So that's 99 cents a pound. And so, and they're 10-pound bags. So I sent him a text, and I was like, you know, just got this email. I think I'm going to run by and pick up a couple of bags so I can can the chicken. He said, okay. So when I got there, right where they had the chicken, the boneless, skinless chicken breast, they also had 40-pound boxes of boneless, skinless chicken thighs for $28, which comes out to 70 cents a pound. So I got that instead of the boneless, skinless chicken breast. So I'm gonna can those up at some point. Right now they're in the freezer, but I'm really excited about that. That was a really good deal.
Okay, let me go back and say hi to Deb, Rich, Enriched Refuge.
Hey!
They are from North Central Washington, and they got some snow tonight.
So not ready for that right now. I was telling him, was it last night I said it, or this morning, that I really, really hope we have a cold winter. Was it this past Christmas? It was warm. And I'm like, it doesn't even have to snow. I just want it to be cold.
So Country Homestead Preacher, I just want to read this comment. It says, we just went through a 3-day power outage, and we learned our weak spots, and a generator is definitely high on the list. And that's why it's high on our list too. Excuse me. We said it last winter.
Yeah.
We'll say it again this winter. We're due for a bad winter. You know, we'll usually have a couple of mild winters, and then we will be slammed. We have not been hit hard with a bad winter since we moved to this house 2 years ago.
Right.
And we live far enough out into the country now where if we get slammed with a bad ice storm or a bad snowstorm that takes out some tree limbs and knocks out power, it's going to be a while before they get to our house.
Yeah.
So a generator's high on the list for that need. We've got a deep freeze downstairs. It's got lots of food in it, and we don't want to lose it.
Right.
Plus, a generator can run other things besides just a deep freeze,
Right.
Depending on how big one is. But.
Yeah, but it is true. Actually, having an extended power outage will definitely show you your weak spots. And I know some dedicated preppers that will even on purpose turn all of their power off for a week and live off grid for a week for that very reason, to see where their weak spots are and how they can improve. And that's really a great idea.
Yeah, Southern Boy Prepper, they were out a month
Wow.
for a hurricane. So I'm assuming you're close to the Gulf.
Or on an island.
Well, it says Southern Boy, so they're probably down around the Gulf. They're probably, I'm just guessing you might be down around the Gulf Shores or something like that. But, or Mississippi, Louisiana area.
Wow.
But yeah, we're glad you found our channel too.
Yeah, see, North and South said we were without power for 5 days and then bought a generator.
26 degrees in Idaho Falls.
27.
Oh.
And snowing. Let's see.
Well, it might be 26 now.
Are you guys begging for a generator?
No. We're just telling you that that's kind of the next thing on our list. No.
Let's see. Wilderstead in Ontario did that last winter for 30 days. Are you saying they turned off their power for 30 days? Speaking of well, up north, not Canada, but in Alaska, do you guys, oh shoot, what is the name of their channel? Oh, my mind went, yes, it's a young couple in Alaska.
He's in Louisiana. They're in Louisiana.
No, it's not Summers in Alaska. It's a young couple, and they live off grid, and they have so much great information. They do a lot of canning and hunting and gardening.
Summers?
Simply Alaska. That's
Simply.
it. Simply Alaska. I've really been, I've just found their channel not that long ago, maybe a couple of months ago, and really, really enjoy their content. They've got some great stuff on there. But yeah, it's really cool to watch how they literally, they live off of what they grow and hunt, and it is just really, really neat. But yeah, there's a lot of great channels.
Oh, something I am excited about is, Lord willing, that nothing gets changed with plans. but it looks like I will at least get a couple of days of deer hunting in this year.
Yes. Very happy about that.
Finally,
hopefully you'll get something.
a buddy of mine has a place that he hunts, and he actually said that I could go with him a couple days when I get off work. And so I'm going to take him up on that.
Yes. So we are praying.
I didn't think I would be able to go because
a couple of kills. That would be awesome.
didn't think I would have a place to go this year, but I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be for a couple of days, so.
Yay. Yes, Jennifer, I saw the picture of your husband and the kids with the deer. That's so awesome.
Mandy says her husband's leaving for bison hunt next week.
Man, you know, Aldi had bison, ground bison for, I think it was $7.99 a pound. And I would buy it just to taste it, but I'm sure.
Well, I've had bison before.
Well, I've not.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyways, that would just be awesome.
Yes, we love deer meat too.
And if you don't know this, if I remember correctly, bison in the U.S., I don't know about anywhere else, but it is law that bison has to be grass-fed, grass-finished. It is the only species, I guess, that they sell at the store that has to be. It is like law that they have to be fed, grass-fed, grass-finished. Yes.
Let me see here.
Travis,
I'm sorry.
Ah!
It's back.
Okay. Let's see. I was reading Ivy Acres. Okay. Oh my gosh, we love deer meat, and Travis lives for hunting. We ground it up like hamburger, and it's so good. Yes,
Yeah.
I actually purchased the meat grinder that goes on your KitchenAid mixer, so that way I could grind our own meat.
Yeah.
And
well, Travis and I talked a little bit about hunting today.
Oh, did you?
We talked a lot about hunting today. But yeah.
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 But yeah, that meat grinder that goes on your KitchenAid, I think I paid like $35 for it. And it is awesome. And you don't have to add fat to your venison. But yeah, we love deer meat. I'm excited.
We do.
I really hope you get it.
It'd be nice. Be nice.
My daughter shot her first deer on juvenile weekend. She's 13. That's so exciting. We need to see some Thanksgiving recipes. Yes, I need to make more videos. It's just
yeah, and someone asked very early on when we started our video tonight, what were our plans for Thanksgiving?
Oh.
And it's still up in the air because
my parents want us to come.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to have to work or not. I still don't know because
you've asked off, but you've not.
I've asked off for that day because I have had to work Thanksgiving the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And so I've asked off this year, and they won't be able to tell me if I'm getting off until probably the week before.
Huh.
Which is coming up.
Yeah.
But we really can't make any plans in advance because of that.
Mandy said moose is our favorite, bison right behind. It's not nearly as gamey as venison. So what does moose taste like? Like if you could compare, would you say it's like a mix of venison and beef? Probably not. Let's see. We are picking up our whitetail doe from the butcher tomorrow. Hope you get one. We do too.
I've had elk steak, and elk is very lean. Of course, venison is very lean too. But the elk that I had was super lean. It was good, but you gotta have a little bit of fat to put some flavor into it, you know.
What?
The elk steak that I had. That was it was so lean.
Was it tough?
No, it was very tender. It was very good.
Huh.
I had it out.
Interesting.
I had it out at the Grand Canyon when I was doing some training out there.
But Deb says moose is the yummiest meat in the universe.
Really?
And that elk would be her second choice. Huh. Mike says moose is great. Elk is his fave. That's really interesting. Don says, do you know of barter communities that are 100% off-grid? I don't. But if anybody can help Don out, that would be great. Let's see.
I was reading a book today, actually, about talking about how...
Leaner than chicken, wow.
What is?
Moose.
It's leaner than chicken.
She said it's more like a mix of venison and beef, extremely lean.
Well, I was reading today about Thomas Jefferson when he was an ambassador over in France, that a French naturalist did a whole natural history book on all the animals in North America. Mm-hmm. And Jefferson said, what you said about the moose is wrong. And he said, no, I'm the expert. You know, I'm the expert. I know you're president, you know, who you are, but so Jefferson wrote a letter back to one of his buddies out west, and they went on a moose hunt, bagged a moose, sent the carcass overseas to France to Jefferson, and Jefferson gave him the skeleton, and he said, here, look at it. Tell me I'm right. And he was like, you're right, I'm wrong. I should have done my research, but yeah, the moose is different in my book. So I thought, man, that's going to the extremes to prove a point.
Well, thank you, Heather. So Mandy said, no, bison is leaner than chicken. It's the leanest game meat. Wow, I did not know that. That's really cool.
Where can I get one of these shirts? Are you talking about the shirts we're wearing?
I'm gonna message you, Carol.
Okay. Yeah, we've got a handful left here at the house.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to rethink our whole shirt situation.
Which one do you like? The one with the big jar with our name, or the little? Actually, what do we have? We only have
these,
this.
Yes.
We have these in this color and that color, but it's this design.
Let me tell y'all. Somebody, we don't know who, but somebody got on Bonfire and ordered one of our logo shirts, and we didn't know you could still do that.
No, we haven't had those for sale in over a year.
And we thought that you would still have to do the whole 2-week campaign thing.
Yes.
Apparently you don't. I guess we sold enough of our logo shirts that if you want to order one from Bonfire,
we didn't know.
You can. So we'll have to find the link and share that if anybody wants one.
We're not sure. We guess you can because somebody did, and I'm assuming they got it.
Well, yes. It sent us a message that it was shipped.
But we're not saying go on there and order them.
Well, I'm saying if you want one, you can get one. We didn't know that was available.
Yeah.
But they are.
Evidently, they are.
Yeah. So if
this one though.
Whoever ordered it, if you're watching, thank you for ordering it. That's very exciting to us that somebody would want it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's just surprising. We didn't even know that was available.
No, we had no idea. Well, hey, Andrea, long time no see. Hey, Port Valley. Let's see. Finally made it at live stream. Good to see you. Second week of freedom here after 15 weeks of lockdown. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Glad that you're here though. Let's see. Grew up on a dairy farm, so beef is the only way. Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, I've not really met a cut of beef or a cut of meat that I didn't like. So, but yeah,
we're omnivores. We'll eat
big time.
We'll eat pretty much. If it's good, it's good. We'll eat it.
Yep.
If it's not really good, we'll figure out a way where we can make it good. Usually.
Yep.
Going back to the venison thing, I love taking just a roast, cut up the deer and cut some roast off of it, and you can put it in the crock pot and you will cook it down all day and put some barbecue sauce and then shred it up, and we'll have barbecue and you will never know that it was venison.
Yeah. Here, I will be honest with you. These are my favorite ways to eat it and the cuts and everything. I prefer it ground or canned or backstrap. Backstrap, I want raw and whole.
Does.
Yeah. I have a video on how to make a Philly steak and cheese sandwich with backstrap, and it's delicious.
Yes, canned venison is awesome. Look at that.
Yes,
Yummy.
to me that is the best way because it's tender, it's flavorful, canned in its own juice. I raw pack it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then you just pop it open, make you a venison stew super quick. Like he said, shred it in the pot with some barbecue sauce. I mean, you can make it 1,000 different ways, but to me, the texture is a lot better if it's canned. That's my personal preference.
I'm reading comments, sorry. If I'm looking down, we've got our laptop in front of our camera here, so we look down and read the comments, and then we try to figure out what people are asking.
Reverse sear backstrap is amazing from Hank Shaw. We'll have to look that up. We love backstrap so much that anytime we do have it, I only cook it a couple of different ways because I don't want to mess it up. Because, you know, a deer only has like the 2 straps and then what? So
Well, they've only got one backstrap, and then they got the little tenderloin
tenderloins
inside.
Yeah. Is there any word on purchasing the new shirt? Oh, you're talking about the one that he gave me? Do you want the one that he gave me last week?
The one from last
Yes,
week?
I'll have to ask my friend Courtney about that and see if that's something that she wants to take on. I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
I saw her, but I forgot to ask her about it.
Yeah, I will send her a message. So just bear with us, and I'll find out if she wants to be the source of that, or if we need to maybe do one through Bonfire. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll check.
Okay.
We will check on that. We will make a mental note, and we'll probably even write it down, and then we'll hopefully let people know by next week.
Yeah.
Lamb chops. Now we're talking about lamb.
Hey, Tanya.
And we have lamb next door that we can purchase,
We do.
and they will even cut it to the way we like it. Lamb
good.
and goat.
I don't know that I've had lamb. I've had mutton. That's about the only way I've had it, though.
180 degrees. They're back, but they keep dropping the internet, they said.
Oh, no. Thank you, Deb. Yes, I feel almost normal. My energy has not returned. And like I said, my sense of smell and taste hasn't returned. But other than that, I feel pretty...
She looks good, doesn't she?
I feel pretty much normal. A shower helps. Makeup helps. Oh, me. Let's see. Lamb roast is yummy, especially slow roasted. Kangaroo is good too.
Oh my gosh.
I
Now
know
we're talking about,
100%. I've never had kangaroo.
I know I haven't either.
Let's see. We raise lamb and love it. Louisiana hot sauce on deer steak. We're a Frank's Red Hot family.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got a friend that swears by Tabasco,
Wow.
and I like Frank's.
Yeah. Tanya, we do still homeschool. We've got, we graduated our daughter back the end of spring, and our son had just started high school.
Yeah.
So, but yes, we still homeschool. We will finish him in high school, Lord willing.
Yep.
So yeah, kangaroo, sriracha. I do like me some sriracha sauce.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but yes, Frank's all the way. Valentino's,
Kangaroo.
never had that sweet chili sauce. Listen, y'all know how excited I get when we talk about food. Goodness,
Well,
shark is great.
Yeah, but
You
we've
never
only
had-
got about 10 more minutes left, so.
What? How does this hour fly by
I know
so fast?
it's already almost an hour.
I agree, Robin. Well, maybe not rare. I like medium rare. I still like it like really pink and juicy.
Yeah, you don't want to cook out the flavor.
No.
I kind of like it medium.
Yeah.
I like it medium.
Yeah.
Not medium well, medium.
Medium. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
yeah.
a big difference between medium and medium well.
We said medium rare.
Yeah, they're talking rare.
Yes.
I'm saying what I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like mine
We
almost
all have our
medium.
own.
Yeah.
We all have our own.
Past medium.
Yeah.
Two cooks.
Actually,
Two
I'm
cooks.
learning to like it smoked in the smoker.
Yeah.
So
Tiffany says she doesn't think she can eat goats. She sees them as pets.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fine too.
And you know what's funny is I was kind of worried that after finally getting chickens that I would soften and not see them as food. I still totally see them as food. I baby talk them, then I pet them, but they're still food.
I don't know if VW Family Farm is still with us. But because of one of your videos, she realized that she wouldn't be able to raise
Cows.
cattle
Yeah.
that were pregnant, and she had to check.
Yes, no. If you watch that episode of VW Family Farm doing a preg check, I said, yep, I've just realized.
You've been down. Tall.
I realized
too
that
tall
I
for the camera, boy.
Can't be a cow. I can't.
You're still too tall for the camera.
I can't be a cattle farmer.
You gotta get down on his knees.
Yeah. If I did, I would not.
I think next week you'll be a head foot taller than me.
I cannot. I will not do the preg check the way they do.
That's from Alaska.
I would
no, not Alaska. That's from Canada.
I would either have to.
Her husband's going bison hunting.
Yeah.
Next week.
I would either have to do a blood test or have a vet come and just spend the extra money and do an ultrasound.
They also hunt elk and moose.
Oh, look at there. Paige, you want to take that out?
That's another little Japanese beetle.
It's one of those little,
It's a ladybug. Oh.
It's not a ladybug.
It's the imposter ladybugs. Did it get away?
We lost it.
There'll be more.
That's all right.
They're everywhere.
You can do cows, but can you preg check them like this? I don't think so.
No, it's just.
Okay.
It was just funny the way she was describing the video and how they got sprayed.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. My sister's family are vegetarian. I love their animals, so cute. They raise goats and rescued a lamb and a pig from slaughter, so we are vegetarians at their house and love meat everywhere else. That's
by
funny.
the way, a quick shout out really quick.
Y'all know what I'm saying.
To our moderators. Quick
yes.
shout out to our moderators.
See, y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was really funny. So yeah, if you have not seen that video, VW Family Farm, it seems like.
So Ivy Acres says they need to preg check their cow, but they don't want to.
Yeah, no. Like I said,
do a video. Show it.
I like Andrea's emojis that she's using. Cow laughing.
That's funny.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Yeah, once the event starts happening again, I'm sure we'll run into it. Oh, he's talking to Homestead engraving. Let's see. I have artificially inseminated cattle for years and taught folks at breeding schools. Miss it lately. One of my passions. Rewarding. Yeah, I know.
What else we got?
But I think that is awesome how, just people are different, and that's great. That we need the diversity, people who can stomach things and know how to do things, because that's what makes the world go round.
There are some things that totally gross you out
Yeah.
that don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
And then there's things that totally gross me out.
Yep.
And I'm just like, she can handle no problem.
Yep. Yep. So, and it's, like, you know how, like, you have to squeeze your dog's glands? That's his job.
I didn't want to talk about it. I was just going to say there's certain things.
I'm the storyteller here. So he can do that fine. Like, he can stomach it. I cannot. I
could
can't.
probably preg check a cow too.
I can't.
That probably wouldn't bother me.
I can't. I can't even be in the room when that happens. But like, if the kids throw up or he throws up, I can clean it up, no problem. But he can't do it. Let's see. All right, Andrea, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, we've only got a couple more minutes
I agree,
left.
Mandy.
Anybody else got a quick question for us or anything before we wrap this up?
Oh, yeah. Jennifer, I think you're right. She said really wanted to film field dressing the deer, but didn't know if YouTube would appreciate that. It's amazing to me.
It's kind of hit and miss. They're getting worse.
Well, and I don't really know so much that it's YouTube as it is some of the viewers, but that's one thing that floors me. Of course, we don't have any butchering videos or whatever, but it is amazing to me how some people can absolutely degrade another human being.
No, I'm not for hire to do other dogs. I'll just take care of ours.
Anyway, but it's amazing to me how one human being can degrade another for feeding their family. I mean, it's just, it baffles me.
Well, this is more of the content showing the cut up animal.
I know, and that's what I'm saying.
But
Butchering videos will get some of the most heinous hate. It is unbelievable.
But sometimes YouTube will take it down just because it's showing the graphic of the dead animal.
Yeah.
It's food.
Right.
It's
exactly. I agree, Jennifer.
It's how some people live.
Yeah.
And all
It's
the
good to
other
see you
people
too,
don't.
Tanya.
All the other people don't realize that has to happen for them to get their food.
Exactly. I have whenever before.
Yeah, Parker is growing fast.
He is.
This year has been the year of growth spurt for him.
Right. But yeah, whenever I was still working for the CPA before we started homeschooling and I was learning how to garden and do all that stuff, I would literally on my lunch break watch YouTube, and I would watch butchering videos while eating my dinner. And I remember one time somebody came in there like, how can you watch that and eat at the same time? I'm like, it doesn't bother me. And it's so educational.
I was telling Travis a story today about when the Holler Homestead came and stayed with us.
Yeah.
And our son shot and killed a squirrel. And by the time I could get home to help with it, Ben had already had it cleaned, and you already had it in the oven.
Yeah, wrapped in bacon.
And we had squirrel for dinner. And that was the process. It went from field to plate in a matter of just a couple hours.
Yep, it was awesome. Very, very awesome. But yeah, we're very pro raise your own meat. Yeah, what was it? Daniel Arms on one of his videos, somebody said, why can't you just go to the store and get meat from the store like everybody else? He's like, where do you think that meat came from?
Well, we know where our food come from because we know what we fed it.
Right.
We know how we cared for it.
Yes.
We know how good a life we gave it.
Exactly.
And then when we put it in our body, we know that we don't have to wonder what else has been pumped into this animal.
Right.
Chemicals. You know, I was talking to somebody at work a few days ago about COVID, how this probably was engineered and manufactured.
Right.
And they said, it's probably been around. And I'm just like,
it's been around.
Well, the evidence.
But you can weaponize it.
And they said, well, like most viruses, they've always been around. And I'm like, I got to thinking about that later, and I was just like, no. Over the last 20 years, the chemicals they've been putting in food is causing a lot more sickness and health issues that didn't exist before they pumped everything into our bodies.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of new illnesses because of the food.
Yeah.
The processed stuff.
Yes.
And the chemicals that they spray on certain things.
Let's see. Saw on a homesteading Facebook page today, someone shared their hunt. Someone else says, oh dear, can you not afford to go to the grocery store?
Hey, what's the fun in that? You want me to dress up in all my camo and
run to the
put my
deli?
scent block on and have my, my hunting rifle strapped to my chest and hiding my deer blind and jump out real quick and grab the packaged deer and chicken and then take it to the checkout?
As we say in the South, bless their hearts.
Yes. No.
My word.
It's part of the experience.
Well, yeah, but like you said too, I
go out and get my own food. Yeah. I know that between some processing plant and a grocery store, let's hide in the deer blind in the freezer section. Grab those Totino's pizzas.
So we are so poor we go out and buy ammo, guns, and camouflage, but not food. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's us.
Yeah. What was it?
That's us.
Our daughter works at a cafe, and she said her boss said something like,
somebody needs to do a parody video of somebody hunting in the freezer aisle.
Well, her boss told her to go outside and get them a something, and then one of the guys that she works with says, yeah, that's how she was raised. It's like, run out there, run up to the Mammoth Cave and find you something to eat or something like that. I'm like, well, that's actually not a lie because we know how to forage at Mammoth Cave.
Yeah.
And anyway, that was pretty funny.
So, anything else? Because our hour's up.
Yeah.
We don't want to.
And Susan, it's not even so much about not being able to afford it, but what if you can't go to the store? We have already experienced that. These mandatory lockdowns, and you can't, seriously, what if it's like, it's time for you to go to the store, and then all of a sudden, nope, you can't. I mean, you got to eat.
Well, even if you don't like hunting or processing your food, it'd be good to know how. You know, you wanna go back to nobody has toilet paper again, and you have to try to figure out, what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, people have been getting along before that.
Right.
So anyway, we appreciate everybody watching.
Yes, we do, and I agree. Poor Valley. It is definitely it is part of being a conservationist. If you're
an all trucker strike. Well, if there's going to be a trucker strike the end of November,
that's right,
let's
Susan.
Stock up, be prepared before it happens.
Yep. Which is a great segue into closing out.
Yes.
So, all right, you guys, thank y'all so much for watching, for hanging out with us. It's always a joy, and the hour really does fly by so fast.
Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the new subscribers.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. We just do videos sharing our life. This is our house. This is our home. It's us.
So anyway, guys.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, I don't either.
Sorry.
All right. So, until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. God bless, and good night.
Good night. Everybody have a great week.